Lip service.
All right, okay. What's up? It is time for another lip service. First of all, I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Stephanie Santiago.
I'm Gigi McGuire.
I'm L'Oreal.
And I just want to say we are doing our first ever live lip service. It's going down November 28th at Highline Ballroom. So if you don't live in New York, make sure you come and get tickets. If you do live in New York, I saw a breakdown of where we have most of our listeners. And guess where the number one place is?
Where?
If you had to guess, what would you think?
New York.
Oh, look. New York, but what part of New York?
The Bronx.
Brooklyn.
Definitely Brooklyn is number one.
I said the Bronx. I don't know. The first place I thought of. People in the Bronx ain't got no Wi-Fi, man.
Wait, hold on. Everybody got a Millie Rock for Brooklyn real quick. Steph.
Nah, my Millie Rock my shit is weak.
Millie Rock.
Shout out to Brooklyn. And guess what's number 2 on the list? Y'all would never guess.
What?
Houston, Texas.
Shout out to Houston.
Shout out to Houston.
The hurricane. They had nothing else to listen to.
No. Don't say that.
That was so inappropriate.
Shout out to Houston.
We love you in Houston. And number 3 was the Bronx, okay?
Make America trill again.
Number 3 was the Bronx.
Oh, they do have Wi-Fi in the Bronx.
New York is number 4. Chicago's number 5. Atlanta's number
Shout
6.
out.
Philly is number 7.
Hey.
And number 8 is LA. I just wanted y'all to know these numbers so
That's
you know.
lit.
And, you know, but it's like where all of us are from is on this list.
That's really dope.
So I think that's pretty awesome. Now, Saleem, let's talk to you because Gigi, you're a friend of Gigi's.
Very good.
You're from Philly.
Yes.
All right.
Philly.
West Philly.
In West Philadelphia, born and raised.
But Gigi was very, she told us a lot of things about you, so I got to figure out what we're going to get into today. But you do have a book out.
Yes, it just came out last Tuesday. It's called Fatally Flawless. And I'm super excited about it. It took me 10 years to finish this.
Wow.
Damn. So what's this Fatally Flawless about?
Fatally Flawless is about a group of girls in Philly. They are seniors in high school at Overbrook High School, Will Smith's alma mater, legendary high school in Philly. And it's set in the late 90s, like between like 97, 98. And, you know, it's like Clueless meets Belly. So it's like you have these group of...
those are my 2 favorite movies, though.
So you have like this whole teenage girl thing. Like Maya Campbell's the lead girl. She's like this super bitch. She's like every light-skinned girl, every evil light-skinned girl on steroids. Her parents are both lawyers. And she ends up dating the biggest drug dealer from North Philly, Carmelo Black. And her girlfriends are each dating drug dealers, and they just get caught up in a life like feds, holding drugs, abusive boyfriends. It's a cautionary tale.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I cannot wait to read it.
That's
We doing a movie or what's happening?
I filmed the movie 2 years ago with some private investors. I get busy. Y'all,
I see.
This is the beginning. Like, y'all about to see me all the time.
Hey.
Well, and how do you and Gigi know each other?
Because Gigi is just everything in Philly. Like, y'all don't understand. Like,
No, I've been to Philly with Gigi now.
Gigi is like the queen bee of Philly, and I had a boutique at the time called Belargo. It was real popular. Meek Mills wore it, P&B Rock.
Everybody in Philly wore Belargo
Lil Uzi.
for 10 years.
Yeah.
And counting.
We've had a lot of big artists. And she came into the store with Charlie Baltimore's daughter, Siani, who worked for me, and we just, I just fell in love
Her daughter,
with
that's the
Yeah,
model.
we clicked.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right,
and we
that's
clicked,
cute.
and I supported the brand, and we became friends, and
And she
seeing
could
each
get
other
me in the strip club for
clubs.
free. Like, I'll be like texting, like, I'm having a vanity, Gigi. She'd be like, how many
I got
people
you.
with you?
Yeah.
Same with Magic City when you
Right.
in Atlanta. Because you know
Listen,
they
I
be
was
charging-
VIP in Magic City because of
Listen.
Gigi. Okay, I walk in, they stop the music, announce that I'm there.
Right. They don't play.
She's the queen of the, she got her haters, though. It's a few people I ain't going to say.
Why was hating on
Of course.
Gigi?
It's some rivals that want to be rivals.
Don't tell me people hating on Gigi. I pull up.
Well, up, Stephanie, we're gonna
good?
pull Steph.
I'm out.
I ain't never met anybody who had nerve to hate on Gigi.
It goes down.
Yeah, it does.
It goes down.
Especially in Philly. You know, Philly is the land of the crab in the barrel as bitches, you know. And especially when I had my position at Vanity, I was in a position of power. And,
Right.
other females get intimidated when you are in a position of power.
And
So-
she checked them. Like, Gigi was really like Ronnie from Players Club. She would have a meeting like, y'all is not going to be fucking the guys in the room. Y'all not going to be coming here smelling like this. Y'all, you're going to have your hair done like this.
You got to use what you
And they
got
would
to
be mad.
get
They
what
would be
you
like, who
want.
Gigi thinks she is. They would be, talking
Yes,
about
they-
it behind her
yes,
back.
they
but
would.
she was running shit.
All right, now Saleem, let's talk about you a little bit.
Yeah, Miss Yee, what's up?
All right, because I'm gonna tell you how this was. All right, so we know you're an author, and congratulations on the book and also the movie because that's a huge deal. and understood. And Gigi was like, everybody know him. He's one of the top people, the clothing store, all of that.
She talks so highly of
I'm
you.
hood famous in Philly. Like I definitely in Philly, I'm a big deal.
Now, but she also said you have a lot of information for us.
I've been in the industry for a long time. I've seen some shit happen.
All right, now when you say see some shit.
I've been, my friend is a major stylist, and he works with a lot of big name rappers and R&B singers, and I've lived in LA for 2 years, and I've seen, I've been at some industry parties where you would be like, oh, when they get drunk, they getting loose.
Like down low parties?
I've seen guys go from yo to after a few shots, yo.
Wow.
some of our favorite rappers and
are you kidding me?
R&B
Like
singers.
currently some of our favorite rappers, because I hear rumors about people, but I don't be knowing like.
It's a few current and a few has-beens, a few people that was probably had like 1 or 2 songs. It's like you get up on these guys and you start seeing shit.
So what are some indications for us as women to let us know that a guy might be down low? Because sometimes we have our suspicions. Like,
just if he's leaving with his friends too many times at the club, like if a nigga is not leaving with you and they keep saying, yo, I'm going with my friends, I'm rolling with my friends, they're fucking. Like I don't care what nobody say. If a nigga is
what if they just going to smoke? They can't just be going to smoke.
If it's
You
every
can smoke in the
time,
club.
if it's every time when guys usually are drunk and they're leaving the club in groups of guys, I'm not, it's either
Right, I've seen that.
it's weird because I've even seen, and as women, have y'all ever seen like you trying to get with a nigga and it's the friend hating on you, and you're like, well, why he
Why he cock blocking?
why he acting?
Like he about to give him some pussy.
And that's what's happening.
So percentage wise, how many of these artists would you say are
I would say
bisexual or gay?
at least 40 to 50%.
What? That's
I believe it.
Percentage now, Saleem. I don't know.
I believe it.
When I say,
That's
when I
high.
say, and when I say,
Stephanie.
for instance, I know a particular R&B singer who I'm gonna say just came out with herpes.
Okay.
And I know
Who could that be?
he likes to get massaged by men. They're not having intercourse, but they are massaging him and waxing him, and seeing him in the nude. And it's not going further than that, but I think that's very sketchy behavior.
Waxing him?
Did you ever
like
see-
waxing what?
Waxing his
Say what?
waxing
Like
his areas.
manscaping.
Well, he
him?
should get laser hair removal.
But he prefers male masseuses and male, beauticians to
Maybe because
to
men got
groom
them
him.
stronger hands.
But do you know anybody's has actually like penetrated him?
No, but they've seen him nude. They're seeing him naked. They're rubbing all over him. They're waxing him, and it's like these are my confessions.
I seen a video with that person.
I don't know who it could be.
I seen that video with that person and another person that's high up. And this is on YouTube. Everybody could look at it, whatever. And he actually says, we used to wake up and wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And everybody was like, because Kevin Hart's in the video too. And he was like, what type of shit? Like, he says something.
Kevin Hart's like, I cheat with women.
And then the guy that's a little more up, the guy that's a little more up was like this. He was like, no, that's not what I meant. I meant like he slipped or
Right, he
something.
slipped up.
And it's a shame because a lot of people would like to come out and be out and open about this, like how women are able to now. Like you see all the women are dating each other, kissing each other. Women can do things that men can't do because it's going to ruin their career. So a lot of the artists are like stifled when they sing any, like Frank. It's more Frank Ocean's than we know. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. Frank Ocean is not a
Frank Ocean is the GOAT.
I always felt like
Tyler the
Frank
Creator.
Oof.
He came out
How you
too.
doing?
I love
Yeah,
Tyler
he
the
came out.
Creator.
I've always felt like it's too many women out here that's being openly bisexual and or gay.
Yes.
For guys to not be doing the same.
Right.
Would
Would you
it's
be
too
with a
many of
guy
us
that was
doing
bisexual?
No,
Even if he told you the truth.
I would look at him differently, and it's sad to say. I mean, I'm being
But why?
hypocritical.
Well, what about
Because this is the thing about a woman being with a woman and a man being with a man.
what's the difference?
A man can give my man something that I can't give him,
Gosh, you.
so that there's no competition.
Well, you could get a dildo, a
No,
strap on.
no.
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Is
no, absolutely.
No, because it's plastic and fake. I mean,
Right.
it's a lot of women that are wearing, that put them on, but they don't know how, it doesn't work naturally.
No,
He
it's not the
knows
same.
what I'm saying. It's like, it's a Dan. He's a man.
knows.
I mean,
Do you know
No,
about
he's saying like
What?
he's saying the man with the real penis.
Nah, I get it. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't squirt out.
Yeah.
Saleem, have you ever been with any of these artists? Celebrities?
I'm not. All right, I'm gonna put it like this. I've been in the room while someone else was doing something with the artist. I was watching.
Like a voyeur as part of the whole.
It was as a friend of mine. She's a beautiful transsexual who lives in New York City, and she was with a famous actor's son who's now an actor, and they're from a famous family.
Oh. Are they black?
Let's just say they have a lot of color going on. It's a famous family.
Okay.
And she was with the son, and she was pleasuring him, and I was watching, and he didn't tell me to get out or nothing. I just was like, wow, this is really going down.
So do they ask you like? So nobody has to say don't say anything. It's just an understood like code.
I mean, it just depends if you're a blabbermouth or not. Like, it depends on what. Again, I'm trying to have a station in the business, so I'm not trying to be exiled. Like, don't do nothing around him. I'm not trying to be the boy Cat Stacks. No.
So, but you've never had none of these dudes have ever tried to approach you or nothing?
Because I'm kind of different. I'm the gay guy that's like cool with all the niggas. Like,
I was just about to say that
because you're cute, Like how Mano is.
Nice
like me and Mano could go out right now. Like me and Mano could have went out right now, and I would have got him all the bitches. I would have been kissing girls, and we would have hung out, and I would have never came at them. So I'm
you kiss
cool
girls.
with all the circles. Like I'm one of the few guys like Meek Mills. Me and him is real cool. Like I can be around him, his family. I'm around P&B rocking them like so super.
Because they also know that you're very stylish and you got the other shit happening.
And I'm kind of like a man. Like I kind of in my regards like I don't
a guy's guy.
Like I'm not gonna like I don't carry on like a woman in public. So it's kind of like I'm the gay guy that
all the chicks know you.
All of them.
All the drug dealers. I know all the hustlers. So, I usually do the hookups and, somebody after Gigi, I'll put Gigi with them. But I kind of like observe things. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So now so you said if your man is leaving the club with a bunch of his homeboys after they've been drinking, what are some other indications?
Just if he's too into himself, like if he's getting manicures and pedicures more than you, if he's more into his hair.
He wants you to take pictures of him all the time.
I don't like this hair that's going on, like honestly, like in the industry.
With the braids.
Oh, the colors.
Like, because I love the Migos, but I don't like that. I don't like their hair. I think that's too feminine.
Oh, long hair? Like dreads and stuff?
Yeah, if they into hair care more than you.
What about Young Jock?
Oh, you played yourself.
His hair.
Jock is funny. I mean, I like Young Jock. Actually, it kind of works for him, but I know somebody that had messed with Jock before, and they say he's a nigga. Like,
Yeah, I know Jock on a personal level, and I would never look at Jock in that way.
But I'm just talking about when you said you don't like the hair.
With the hair.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. I just think that's too feminine. Young Thug with the Chanel. Young Thug had it $5,000.
Angela was so mad.
I'm so mad that I have that.
She got that same bag. It's 10,000.
And I was so mad.
It's 10,000.
I can't wear it now because Young Thug had it.
She really
I think that's too much.
I wore it once.
And I think that's just too feminizing. Like, they're wearing the I don't know if you noticed the guys are wearing those
the fanny packs.
The fanny packs with the what's that designer that they're wearing?
Gucci?
Not Gucci.
I say the Gucci purses that they wear.
It's that expensive, like, and they have the luggage and like
Goyard.
Goyard, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
like the Migos wear the the man purses and stuff. I just think that
But that's like a young thing too, I feel like.
I think it's a young thing too.
Because what about like Lil Uzi Vert? You know him from Philly, and people talk about him and how he dresses and everything and all of that.
I think it's too much. Even Uzi, I think. But if you knew Uzi first, though, Angela, like if you knew Uzi first, he used to dress like a nigga, like thugged out.
Did he?
He went to Atlanta and came up with an image, so I know he's doing that to work for his image.
It's the shoulders and everything that gets me to be a little weird, though.
It is a rock star image for him, though. He's trying to do an album with Marilyn Manson.
I mean, I get it because he, like, when I look at him, I think like facial features. He be making his face
little.
Like Prince.
He gets away with it because he's little.
He does the
when guys
thing.
are skinny and little, they do get away with a whole lot more.
Yeah, I guess.
This hip hop is just not the hip hop.
I'm not dating a guy like that, though.
Now, what about? Okay, so let me ask you this: some guys consider certain things like activities that they participate in not necessarily gay. Like, I don't suck dick, but I get my dick sucked by a man.
Say that again.
Like some guys feel like, okay, I let a guy suck my dick, but I don't suck dick. That's not gay.
It's no getting around it. If you let a man put lips on you, hands on you, and you're comfortable with it, that's homosexual behavior.
Can a guy do that and then be not gay anymore and just be like, you know what, I only like women now? Just like women.
Like how Dre said, what did Dre say? My hoism
was deleted.
It's deleted. I think it's always an opening. That's just like if a woman lets another woman eat her out and you enjoyed that moment and you say, I'm never going to do it again, it's always a possibility.
What you think, Stephanie?
Well, I have to say, I don't desire to have a woman, eat me out, but I'm not saying it's impossible. It definitely could happen. Right pill, right drink. I don't know. I don't know. Like he said, I feel like there's definitely an opening there on the right time, right night. You know what I'm saying?
Now, Saleem, have you ever been sexually harassed? We were talking about this with all this Harvey Weinstein stuff happening, and a lot of women have had situations where they have been, harassed. A lot of men too have been coming forward with their own situations.
I get guys that like think that I'm a trick on them. I've had that definitely happen where guys will try to get at me because they know my status or they know what I have.
I'm trying to get some clothes.
So they'll be like, yeah, like I want to spend time with you. Like, let's hang out, or like me and you need to sit down and talk business. Anytime any guys telling me they want to talk business with me or take me out to a business dinner after 10 o'clock in the evening,
it's sketchy.
Yeah, I know something is up. So I have had guys hint, especially street guys. Like street guys will, they do it subtly. They'll be like, I'm trying to start a record company. Or they'll be like, oh, I got a clothing line. You had a clothing line. Let's sit down and talk some business. I'll come to your house. It's like they don't come out. They don't just come out and say, yeah, I want to fuck you. But they'll just be like, they'll make hints to get around you.
Have you let any of them come to your house?
Yes, I've had my
come in your house.
In your house.
I've had a few friends.
Okay.
A few friends that I like street guys actually. Like I prefer. Like I don't like industry guys, and I don't really like. I like real guys. I like
drug dealer, cop.
I like the guys that did. I like the guys that the kingpin. I like the guys that did 20 years, 15 years, just coming home, and they, the guys that ran the blocks. Like I like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I used to hide to work.
I'm not gonna lie. If I think they've been in jail that long, I know that they've been kind of doing something while they were in jail.
You think that's true?
Ooh.
If a guy's been in jail 15 to 20 years, he's done something in jail with another man.
Yes.
Yes.
You need human touch. Like all that when people saying that I ain't do nothing, I ain't did shit.
They be like, a mouth is a mouth.
They call it gay for stay, right?
It's gay for stay.
I don't know. Well, I mean, I just want to say this because I know a lot of my family members and friends listen to this. And I just want to say that, may he rest in peace. I don't think my brother was ever with a guy in jail. He was in jail for 18 years. So I just want to say that for the record.
But we don't know.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Might not have. I mean, I'm not saying it's the case with every single guy,
person.
But
it's a high percentage.
18 years is a long time. Not talking about, but like
I agree.
15, 18, 20. That's a long.
Even 5 years is a long
5 years.
time.
That's a long.
6 months is a long time.
Right.
Not to touch a human touch. Nobody doing anything to you.
Right.
Women turn easily though. They say women get turned out in like 30 days.
Yeah, I felt like
I was on Rikers
that.
Island for 90 days and had a whole girlfriend.
Wait, what? You went to
I was on Rikers
jail
Island for 90 days and had a whole girlfriend the whole time I was in jail.
Where she at now?
I don't know where she
Did
at.
you
but
put
her
money
name
in her
was-
book?
It's like Orange is the New Black.
We was
remember?
laughing together. Her name was Martine Green, and she lived in New York.
Shout out to Martine Green. Where are you?
I haven't seen her since I got out of
She
jail.
probably got a whole
And this
husband and
was-
don't want nobody to know.
I don't care. I'm telling my business. Tell her business too. Shit. But she was my girlfriend.
Listen, and how
she was like a boy.
How quick did that happen?
She was like a whole boy. It didn't happen right away, but it happened eventually. Like first he was cool, and then I don't know. It just happened.
He's like, oh, fuck it, eat my pussy.
Damn.
One of my homegirls, one of my very good homegirls, is in jail. She's been in there for a year and some change, and she hasn't gone gay. And I'm like, bitch, you're bugging. I would have had a couple bitches in there eating my pussy.
I mean, as bad as you are, they would go
Bugging.
crazy. You would have all the young guys, all the women that look
it'd be
like young
all the young
guys.
ladies.
They would be protecting
Stephanie,
you.
it'd be over for you.
They be bringing you honey buns.
Listen, you wouldn't have to make your bed.
They be
You wouldn't have to
bringing
go to
honey buns.
commissary.
All
They'll bring
that.
you sugar packets.
And my best friend, she got a nice body, she got a nice ass, she look good. And I'm like, yo, nobody tries to push up on you. She's like, every day, I hate all of these bitches.
That takes Stephanie about 2 weeks.
I'm like, man, listen, I need a boyfriend. I can't be alone.
But not to cut you off, but to
No
your
problem.
question with the Harvey Weinstein stuff, I know a lot of young actors and guys who are in LA who have had to get on the casting couch to get roles and to get things.
And they're not coming forward right now.
No, the
The
men
women
are
are coming forward, and Terry Crews said something, and Rob Schneider said something, but most of those men aren't ever gonna tell.
But wait, how come I just woke up and everybody's talking about the casting couch, but I have no idea what the fuck y'all are talking
A
about?
casting couch is like, if you want to get this role in this movie, take your fucking clothes off on this couch and let's fuck.
On the couch, that's what they do.
They just
like,
call
right?
it a casting couch.
But
That's
like
what it's
right
called.
then and there, you gotta fuck them right
It's
then
not
and there?
literally, but what
Oh,
they're
okay.
basically, if you want this role, you gotta fucking play.
All right.
You got to do it, and it's a very well known gay male super producer directors who, if you want to get down, if you look at the guys in their movies, in their television series, they're mostly handsome young men, and they've had to they've had to bend over, or they had to be the one doing the sticking to get their role. Yeah, that happens.
What?
How is this not like? How is this working? Like, I don't understand. Like, how does nobody like sue or?
I mean, well, that's what's happening now.
Oh, and the Hollywood stars, the child stars are claiming all types of pedophilia
This is what I'm saying.
in Hollywood.
Why haven't they been?
Because
something?
imagine that you're trying to be like successful in your career. There's this huge producer that's done all kinds of bodies of work, and you want to get that role so bad you're willing to do anything.
But say you don't do it, then you don't say anything.
You don't want to get blackballed.
That's sad.
I mean,
It's
you see
really
what
sad.
the women said. Like, they said their career suffered. What was her name? Marisol Vino. She said she didn't have a big role again after that.
she
So
didn't
did
have sex with him.
Rosanna Arquette. They said after Harvey Weinstein, blackballed him, even though he looks disgusting. I like to get on him. He looks like his balls stinks. He looks like his ass stinks.
he
He looks like his breath would just smell of like just whiskey. I mean,
Whiskey and cigar.
oh my God.
Scotch.
His wife. You see how fast the wife left, right?
Oh, I didn't see the
Oh,
wife.
she
That
left
bitch
right
left
away.
like 2 days. She couldn't
As
wait.
soon as that shit came
Was
out.
As soon as it hit the fan, the wife was like, "She's beautiful."
Beautiful.
She's
Gorgeous.
a head designer. She has the clothing line. She started
Marchesa.
Yeah, Marchesa.
I'm like so lost with this guy.
Gina
But
Chapman is her
I
name.
feel like when it was Bill Cosby, it was everywhere. I feel
No,
like
this is
now that-
everywhere.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, I
everywhere, too.
see it, but I feel like they targeted a little more on Bill Cosby.
No, it's
Because
crazy.
I know everybody's name
I
with
mean-
Bill Cosby.
Yeah, no. They had a cover page in the New York Daily News, and let's be clear, the Bill Cosby thing was going on for decades too.
Yeah, for
This
a long time.
Is every time you turn on the news, you see it.
Yep.
Right now, you probably just aren't seeing it on
Yeah,
like
maybe. I
the
feel like
urban
it's a-
blogs. But if
maybe
you look,
that's what it
but
is.
if you look on
Like
TMZ,
CNN and
if you look on
it's
CNN,
there,
you look on
definitely.
any of the news
Really?
stations, it's all over there. They kicked him out
All
the
over.
company.
I just feel like it's
He
so
just
they took-
stripped
they
him
kicked-
from the academy.
Yep, they took him out the academy.
really?
They took back every single type of like, you know how they give you honorary degrees. They
Right.
took all those back from him.
So do we think that the people that starred in these movies, the big stars, the women, that they did have sex with him?
we don't know, but we do know people turned him down. We know the people that like Angelina Jolie,
Listen,
Ashley Judd,
I have to give him
Gwyneth
credit, though.
Paltrow.
Wow.
He went for the top of the line pussy though. He didn't go for it like
He went for anything though. Saleem, let's be clear.
Well,
we
some
know
of
the
them
top of
was
the some of
hot.
them people I never heard of.
Ashley Judd was hot.
Yeah.
What's that other real pretty actress? I forgot her
Angelina
name.
Jolie, Gwyneth Paltrow.
They're both huge.
And it's a few others.
Rose
though.
McGowan.
Yeah, Rose McGowan, Marisol Vino. Mm-hmm. They were
But some
hot.
of these people continue to do movies, so did he not blackball them? Like, how the fuck? Like,
A lot of them never ended up doing movies with him again.
Oh, okay.
Right. But still working
And
in
some of the
industry.
women you just never heard of again.
Right.
But what I did think was dope how Gwyneth Paltrow said Brad Pitt like ran
Oh, yeah.
down on him. Like Brad Pitt ran
Did
down on him.
She was
and
dating
like-
Brad Pitt at the
He
time.
was like, don't touch.
Yep, and Brad Pitt went and confronted him.
That's dope.
So it's not
Shout
that
out to
it-
Brad Pitt.
But you know what? But
so manly.
But these women never sued back then or did anything. And there's women who said that they spoke out about it and told people and no one cared. They were like, oh, that's just how Harvey Weinstein is.
Wow.
Like the model.
Like it was okay.
Angie Everhart. Did you
Yep.
see she came out?
Yep, she said
Angie.
Everhart. She's a like supermodel.
You know,
back in
did
the
you notice
90s.
that it was no black women?
Not one black, and I thought it would have at least been like a Halle Berry. But listen, I ain't gonna lie. I think all the black women would have fucked him for the role. So I think that's why they're. I think they would have did it.
Oh my god!
Because it's Harvey Weinstein and he's a huge deal, and I think if he went to Gabrielle Union or Halle Berry or like Vivica or Sanaa Lathan or Jada, I think they would have did it. Maybe Jada before Will, but I think they would have fucked him. For the role.
I don't know. That's like
I
you
just-
saying that they're
I'm
more
just being-
desperate or something.
It is. It's harder for black women to get a role. If Harvey Weinstein was offering like a juicy, real role, like Miramax films, I think that like most black actresses.
Because
would.
Harvey Weinstein has done a lot of stuff with black people too. He did the Khalif Browder story with Jay-Z, and they have the Trayvon Martin series that they're supposed to
So
do.
does that mean Jay-Z fucked him? Like,
No.
I
No,
hope Jay
please.
Like, what is
It was
going
no
on?
men and it was no black.
Yo,
women.
I'm not fucking with you
No,
no
I'm
more,
just
L'Oreal.
saying. Like, what are we saying here? Like, what are we?
What do you mean, Angela?
No, I'm pretty sure. I mean, it was Jay-Z wasn't in a position where he needed Harvey Weinstein. He could have went to
At all.
anybody.
I feel like
but these
some
are
of them women
a lot
are.
of these women were young. They were like
Okay.
21, early on in their careers.
Right.
Right.
Didn't have like a lot under their belt yet. So
who really stood out and what made everybody? Because I'm so lost.
Somebody came to the forefront.
Who
Rose
believed?
McGowan.
I feel bad for her. She has some dark demons going on over there. She needs some therapy.
And then once she came out and admitted it, then other people came out and was like,
This shit should have been out.
And then it was just like a big snowball effect. And now it's every time you turn on the TV,
He's
that's
in
all you
therapy
hear.
right now.
And now his brother is saying, "Oh, I didn't know anything," and the company, because they can lose.
His brother said he was abused too.
By him?
Please.
Yeah, not sexually.
Oh,
Bro, Harvey's the older
he tried to
brother.
fuck me too.
Wow.
Now, let me ask you this: being that you're from Philly, right? We always hear stuff about Will Smith.
Oh God.
Oh, we hear a lot of stuff about
What you know about that?
I mean, just what everybody else knows, because he's so much older. You know, we never. By the time I was really coming up, Will Smith had been going. Like, you know, I was in middle school when Fresh Prince came out.
Right.
But I mean, just the rumors that everyone has said about him and Dwayne Martin, or you know, just rumors about him and Jada and Lisa Ray and that whole threesome thing they had going on. I'm sure y'all heard of that.
I didn't hear that Lisa Ray thing, but
That's how they had to show all of us. It was always a rumor that they were having a relationship together, and they were having threesomes, and that's how she got the role on the show. And
that TV show
All
they
of us.
had. I remember that.
and
All
then
of us.
that's how Elise Neal got kicked off the show because
She wasn't fucking.
Lisa Ray demanded that she get fired, just like she did with Stacey Dash. So Queen Latifah.
Why do you think that, like, Queen Latifah or somebody, like, when everybody else is just coming out and we all pretty much are like, okay, Queen Latifah, we know you gay.
We been known.
Yeah, but why do you think someone like her will not come out?
You
but
think
a
it
Frank Ocean
would be a
would?
powerful statement?
Yeah, like what?
I just think that they just still are that deranged thing, and nobody is really comfortable coming out. You know, coming out is still, for some people, even though we know that you're gay. We know Queen Latifah. We seen pictures of her and her girlfriend. For her to admit it was still, she thinks, would alienate people.
But I still feel like fuck
in
it. Like,
this
you're so
day and
successful.
age, yeah.
I just went to the Revolt Music
feel like
Conference. They honored her.
They
That shit was
honored her.
fucking
I saw
incredible.
Yeah,
SZA.
she's amazing.
Oh my God, I love SZA. She performed.
Queen
Lauryn
Latifah is
Hill
one of my
performed.
favorite
How did they
rappers. My
take her
favorite
out of
female.
Greece?
She's
That's
top
okay.
3
What
for
did they
me.
do?
She just was on tour with Nas.
And finished it. I'm proud of her because, like, Lauryn Hill's like one of the kooks of the industry that I love. I really feel
I love Lauryn Hill.
But she's been on time.
I love her
From
so
what I
much.
heard,
She was on time.
She's on time to every show now.
I just wish her career, you know, just would have been different. Like, I wish she would have had like 3 or 4.
I still feel like she had an incredible career, but I agree.
Don't
with
get
you.
you a
legendary.
Ziggy. Don't
Yeah.
get you a Marley. I mean,
But I feel like a person like Frank Ocean came out because he was tired of hiding it.
But you don't think she should be tired at this point?
I feel like
she was
Queen
Cleo
Latifah didn't
and set it off.
You know,
Frank
that's
Ocean.
true. That's true.
Like,
Frank is
That's
a different
true.
being though, because
was
you see
Cleo
like,
and
But Frank Ocean came out fast. Like he was only in the business a couple years. How long you think?
You know what? I heard he was coming out because I knew people who were working on his album. And on his album, he's like, he's talking about men.
Yeah, he's talking about men.
So before his album came out, people were telling me, oh, Frank Ocean's about to come out because on his album, everybody working on it was like, well, damn. Okay.
talking
I
about
guess
men.
he's...
So he was like, let me do this before
But I feel like
it's done on
it
its
kind of
own.
helped him. It didn't hurt him.
I think it helped him
it
too.
didn't hurt him at all.
I think Frank Ocean is a visionary, and I think that he made it cool for a lot of other people to
I
come
love
out.
him so
Like,
much.
You know, I know
And
a lot
I
of
think
younger
women
guys.
still love him.
I adore
I think
him.
women still are.
I
I think
I
guys
love
still
him.
like him too.
guys still like
Women-
him.
Thinking
Women
about
like
you's like
me.
one of my favorite
Women
songs
want
of
me.
all time.
Women love you.
No, I have women right now. I'm gonna have a baby. I have like 5 friends who wants to have a baby with me. I have women hit on me all the time. I can show y'all videos on my phone of me being at parties where women are groping me, kissing me, and they know I'm gay. And they
You're
don't care.
handsome.
They don't give
They're
a fuck.
sexually assaulting you.
So, but wait, do you
They just
have
don't
sex
care.
with women too? Like,
I've had sex with women.
And you have like that good skin color. Like
I know,
women
you know,
go
this-
crazy for
I got
that
the
skin
the skin
color.
color Charlemagne wanted.
shots
Yeah, this-
Do you enjoy having sex with women? Would you say, because there's this whole sexual fluidity thing going on?
It has to be a certain kind of woman. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm attracted to like voluptuous women, like Gigi, this Stephanie, like L'Oreal. Like I think women are so gorgeous. I'm really attracted to Cardi B right now. I'd be like stalk her. I think
love
oh my god, if I could see her on Offset, like a sex tape, oh my god.
I'm sure there's something
Jesus.
floating around. Goddamn.
That's a Libra and the fucking Sagittarius. Sagittarius have the best sex.
Oh, I know.
I
Isn't that
I've
true?
never fucked a Sagittarius.
That's so right. I totally agree.
I
Oh
think
my
it's
God.
Scorpio because she's a Sagittarius. Don't listen to her. I think it's Scorpio.
Scorpio's the top 5.
Scorpios are good and Virgos are good. I think.
I think Virgos are fire. Virgos are my favorite.
I'm a Capricorn.
But y'all
Like
money
me.
organized. You have all the money in the world. I know your account is deep because my business partner was a Capricorn.
Hands, listen,
Shout out
I'm
to
moving.
Yes,
Virgo.
Tiffany, I love
And
Tiff.
she kept track of all the money. Like
You
y'all
know
would
I
get,
do. I'm very about my I got this business coming.
Business.
I got to make sure I set this account up. Definitely always about my money.
That's the Capricorn in you. I don't know about y'all sexually though.
No, we're freaks.
Oh no! You know what I like about one thing I can say about the men, the Capricorn men, they're very attentive lovers. Like they want you to feel every touch, every bit of it.
Right.
I think Capricorns, females, because I'm one too.
Are
I think
y'all
we're
like that?
disgusting. I think we're really nasty, but I feel like we want people to know, but we don't want people to know.
Angela.
Exactly. And
Is that true?
I don't know that I'm
Like we don't like
disgusting.
public disgusting. I mean, like
Nasty.
nasty
What
in
you
the bad.
I think
I don't mean
Capricorns
like
hide that in it. Like Sagittarius do too. You don't know that about them off the gate.
Yeah.
Sagittarius and Capricorns will be like, oh, everything's fine.
Yeah.
You know,
we
and
don't like public
unless you were
stuff.
there. Like
You
my
wouldn't
best
know.
friend's a Sag. He could have been at a sex party in a dungeon, and if I was not there, I'd be like, "What did you do last night?" "Oh, just hung out with some friends. I didn't do nothing." And
No,
people
yeah.
going about it.
Right.
No, I agree with that. And I feel like, especially for me personally, as a Sagittarius, like it's hard for me to get there. But once you get me there,
I'm
it's
there.
like a circus. it's
Lions and tigers and bears.
But before you're like, oh my God, Stephanie's the most
Now we
boring
have
bitch.
on the unicycle.
But before the circus, before you enter the circus, it's like, oh, Stephanie's such a bitch. She's so mean. She's so boring. All she wants to do is stay home and be in bed. That's my theme music,
We have
bro.
the snake charmer.
Snake charmer.
I love you guys.
But you know, can I share something with you guys that I probably
Absolutely.
wouldn't think? Like, I'm against gay marriage. I don't think gay.
Why?
I don't. It sickens me. I would never marry a man.
Why?
I think when I see gay men having a wedding, I feel like it's ridiculous.
What's
I feel
wrong
like
with that?
It looks like the biggest joke in the world.
I can't.
I don't agree with it. I like, even when Obama passed the law, I was like,
Explain why, though.
I just don't think two men should be married. I think two
What
men.
about two women?
No, I think it's unnatural. I think relationships and living together is fine, and if they want to have, with the couples can have insurance or get the money, if another one dies. But I just think that marriage ceremony,
Ain't that the same shit as marriage, basically?
but it's just like
living
Gucci,
together.
Like we saw
having the
Gucci
same-
and Keisha married. If it was
sure
Gucci and
did.
Gucci, I would have been like,
Gucci and Gucci.
Oh, I ain't gonna
It
lie.
would've
That
been
shit would have been a little
Gucci and
strange.
Poochie.
What if it was Gucci and Young Thug?
Now that would be interesting to watch. I mean, the fashion, but it's just something about it to me. I just think it's traditional. I'm an old conservative with that. I think a marriage should be between a man and a woman because they could procreate and carry on the name and stuff.
That's so interesting to me.
That is interesting.
So you would marry a woman?
I would have a baby with a woman, and
I said, but I asked you because you just said no, man. So you're never gonna get married.
I probably would. And I'm kind of the swinger. I'm a Taurus, so we're very freaky. Like Janet Jackson.
Taurus are freaky.
Taurus men
I'm
are
into,
out
I'm gonna be
there.
honest, I like threesomes. I don't like if whoever's dating me, we're gonna have to be open to bringing other people into the
We
relationship.
just talked about that.
Let's talk about threesomes. Now let me ask you this: I always hear about these sex parties, right? These down low sex parties in Hollywood.
It was like beds and shit.
Does that really exist?
That exists everywhere. That's going on in New York right now. It's
one a night.
They've been out clubs.
I've been to a particular party where it was a young wild R&B star who beats people up.
I wonder who that is.
An old rap artist who smokes a lot of weed. And
Oh, well, that's hard.
Who could that be? It could be anyone.
That could
and
be
a few
everyone.
basketball players, and it was basically me and my friend, Brenda, my friend Brenda Bell. She was there, and she's from North Philly. She was shocked, like, what the hell is going on? My best friend owns a salon.
But how did she get in there? Because I feel like it's so closed off.
Well,
Right.
when you have the inside connections, like when I go to LA, I'm everywhere. I was just in like BET for the Hip Hop Awards. I was there with my very, very close friend. I was in Rick Ross's car. I was like with his artist Brittany, the girl from the show. Like I was with Cardi and Migos. Like I was up on everything, so you have access. And we were at this party, and they said, listen, if you're not fucking or sucking, get the fuck out.
So Brenda had to fucking suck?
Brenda was
Brenda
going to
had
the
a baby.
exit. Brenda was going to the exit. Like, what the fuck is happening? Brenda was like, oh no, I'm not with none of this shit. And you saw men and women go. They had an elevator in this house. It was a beautiful big house in the hills. And I swear to God, I'm not making this up. Everybody, men and women, were both going to the elevator. It wasn't a sex thing where only the women are coming. It was men and women, and they went up there. and I don't know what the fuck happened. We was
So you didn't go?
I was new from Philly. Like in Philly, people are very standoffish.
Standoffish.
Like, we not Joe. We don't talk to people we don't know. Joe in Philly means we don't talk to people we don't know.
Yeah.
So we were kind of like, oh no, we out of here. So
Gigi would have stayed.
Gigi probably would.
She thinking about it.
Gigi, you'd have stayed.
It depends on who else was in the room.
You would have fucking stayed with this R&B singer that beats people up.
I wouldn't have stayed with him.
No, I mean not with him, but I'm saying he was there.
He's
and
cute,
with
though.
the ball
Yeah,
player,
no.
you would have stayed at least just to see what the hell was going on.
I was curious to stay, but like I was there, and we were. I think Brenda was driving. We had a rental car.
You like, look, I gotta go because my ride's leaving.
It was shocking at the same time. Like when seeing this though, y'all, it was like shocking. Like these are people that that we see. These are the celebrities, and like when they are drunk, and you've been in those circles.
Yes, I have.
So, when they're
I've seen some
faded.
things, but I've never been to one of these parties because
Yeah,
I hear
I've
these
never
parties.
We've
are, like,
been in some
legendary.
rooms, but we ain't been in the sex room.
Yeah, I
You know
never
what
been in
it
that.
is?
Right.
When it gets past the part that is just a party, we already gone.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
No,
You've
I
already
agree with that. I feel like you hear stories about
there for the
shit
regular
that
part.
happened, and then
Yeah.
it's like, but I was
They're like, all right, this bitch left. Let's go. Dick out.
I really feel like nah, L'Oreal, facts. I feel like the good part is always right after we
Right.
leave.
That bitch left good.
and Stephanie, I'm sure you get hit on all the time by celebrity men and asked to be, and I'm sure your DM is always popping.
I've gotten some crazy requests in my day, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like this. I feel like it's perfectly normal for me to be dating a rapper or a R&B singer or a athlete because that's what's around me, you know what I mean? So it's just like a regular thing.
Now, Steph, would you have
It's
stayed at
just
that
another
party? Would you have
job.
stayed at that party?
No, I would have left with the
I just
car.
want to say, if you would have
I would've
texted
left
me,
with the car.
I would have told you to stay. I'd been like, Stephanie, you got to stay and tell me what happens.
And I'm
Because
sure-
even just out of curiosity, you got to stay.
And I know
You got to
heard
be a
of-
fly on the wall.
I mean, wait a minute. There was a rapper there that smokes a lot of weed, so I probably would have been hanging out with
With the
him.
guy that smokes the weed.
I would have been trying to smoke some weed.
Right.
Now, Saleem, have you ever stayed at one of these parties?
I got kicked out of Jamie Foxx's party before it was turning into a sex party. And I know y'all all heard about Jamie Foxx.
Were you playing basketball naked?
No, but Jamie Foxx's parties after a certain time at the house in Calabasas, it turns into an orgy. Everybody knows that if it's a BET after party or any
Whatever.
kind of award shows, and he wanted a ratio of men to women, and it was too many men, I guess. So I was kicked out.
Oh, they keep down. That's fucking harsh.
But it was and I'm sorry to say, but our Caucasian sisters are usually the ones who are down for the fun.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
When they say the white girls, Becky's like they were.
Especially in California. One
They were
time
taking it
I was at a party with French. I was at a party with French Montana. It was a regular club party. He was hosting it. Right, so whatever, we're in the VIP, whatever. Just it's a bunch of us. It's like it's like 30 of us. So whatever, I'm standing there, we're just waiting for the bottles, whatever. This white girl comes. And I love white people. I love black people. I love green, yellow, orange people. People are my favorite thing, but. This white girl comes and she's like, "Oh my God, French Montana, I love you so much. Please let me suck your dick." I was like,
What the
Listen.
fuck?
I would've
he
died.
looks at me. He looks at me and he's like, "Yo," and I'm like,
He's like, Montana.
I'm like, yeah, we need some weed.
Donkey dick suck.
Donkey dick suck in my phone. Put your number in my phone. He said that it's donkey dick suck.
I'm sad I missed
They
our
are-
episode with French because
they
I
are
would have
down
brought
for
that
the-
up, man.
Our Caucasian sisters are definitely different from.
Now that brings me to this. Somebody tweeted me hashtag Ask Ye question. Why do black women have a major problem with being submissive in a relationship?
Because
Do y'all think that's true?
I think black women are the strongest women on earth. Let me tell y'all something. I don't
Ow.
play about black women. If I was going to be with a black woman, my black woman would look like Serena. Okay, I would be with. I would be with a
goddamn
man.
What a beast.
Because
She a beast.
black women have to
Gorgeous.
be in positions of power. They always have because black men weren't allowed to. So if you take it even back to slavery and history like that, like the black women had to protect their sons, their husbands, fuck the master, try to duck the mistress with her bullshit, and still try at the end of the day to just be a woman. And even in the 20s and 30s, they would only hire black women to be maids. Men couldn't get work, so black women have always had to be at the forefront to help to hold their family down. So I think it's just in their natures. And then
that's a good answer.
You know, and then in the
Black
70s,
women are powerful.
And like I was raised by a single mom. I have like 5 aunts that are all super strong Black women that, you know, educated, college degrees, single moms, like a Miss Wallace, okay, like a Miss Wallace type of woman. And you, and it's hard to be submissive to a man that's not bringing nothing to the table.
Right.
I know that's right.
Like you had to work hard to get here. Like Paris Hilton
Super
and Ivanka
hard.
Trump, just, you know, most of these white
Right,
girls,
you're
let's be
right.
honest, they have, you know, daddy, you know, I want
They
to
chillin'.
line. Daddy, I want to be an actress.
It's exciting as fuck to me that I get to fly first class sometimes.
Me too. I can't lie, man. Coming from the projects, I'll be so
that
happy
shit
to
still
fly
feels
first
so
class.
I'll
good.
be right there, snap with my meal. Like,
Right?
So when we see an Oprah,
Lunch at 30,000 feet.
you gotta make sure you got the glass cup. No, that's
Yeah,
the only way
exactly.
you really
With this
live.
real
So you gotta make sure the silverware, exactly. When you get that silverware,
I got a place
30,000.
setting, bitch, on the plate.
What's good?
when we see you know, when we see an Oprah or Michelle Obama, or you see a Viola Davis or a Serena Williams, you know, a kind of Lisa Rice, they had to work 30 times harder
You
than
right.
their white counterparts. And I think Black
Right.
women is just instinctively like, they'll follow a man, but it can't be a weak man. If it's a man that's not, like, you know when to follow a man. As women, don't your body tell you, like, okay.
Yes.
Told Harpo to beat
Okay.
me.
You know when it's a zaddy. You know when it's like, oh my
So do
God.
y'all, okay, the women in this room, do you think that as women of color, as Black women, do you feel like we have a problem being submissive in a relationship? Be for real.
I mean, I don't always have a problem being submissive in a relationship.
But sometimes.
In the beginning, I do. In the beginning, I'm like, what? I'm an independent woman. I'm a grown woman. You ain't paying none of these bills. You can't come up in this house. You can't sleep here. You didn't pay this rent. You know how much this
I do
is?
feel like, yeah.
You know how this
So that's the beginning. But, you know, once I'm in love, I'm like, babe,
Once
I
you
just
let
want
your
to take
guard down.
care of you.
Fuck this apartment.
You hungry, babe?
I don't need to pay this rent no
I'll be
more.
homeless.
What about you, L'Oreal?
What I do feel like it takes a lot to get me to a submissive point.
Right, I feel like that.
In the beginning, I'm just really like, no, I'm really strong. And I came from a strong Black woman. So I feel like maybe that's a big part of it. Like, I used to hear her talking or arguing with her boyfriends, my mother, and she'd be like, I don't like a liar. Don't call me no more. Boom. And she really would not speak to this man
I
no
never
more.
could picture your mom doing it.
Oh, no, my mother used to
all
be.
sweet.
Yeah, my mother was like that, too.
now, My mother now, she's, you know, she's older.
Nah, my mom was
But
a savage.
In her prime, like in her prime, like she
savage.
didn't play.
Savage.
So I feel like that's what I seen and that's what I know. So it was never in my nature to be like, whatever you need, yes, whatever you like.
Your royal penis is clean.
Your royal penis is
No, but
clean.
after a couple months,
Yeah,
you
after a couple
know.
months,
What
when
do you
fall
think,
in love.
Gigi? You have a problem being submissive?
I don't have a problem being submissive, but only when I feel like the man deserves it. You know,
Everybody got
I
a
agree.
plan. Everybody here.
Everybody's like,
I mean, by nature,
Right.
y'all know me very well, and y'all
Yes.
know by nature that I am a caregiver.
Yes,
You know,
very
I'm gonna take care-
domesticated.
No, Gigi
Right.
would definitely cook.
Yeah,
clean
she
the shit
cleans
up,
like a
do all
motherfucker.
that shit for you.
She don't
what you
use the
need.
mop for the bathroom floor. She on her hands and knees
Yeah.
cleaning it the right way.
And I think for
Gigi
a
will
man,
roll
on
up
it.
for you.
Yeah,
Right.
she's
I think
on
for
it.
a man that deserves it, that's okay.
Right.
Like, and I would do that.
Like, for instance, like Jay-Z and Beyonce, like that's the perfect example. Like, she's submissive to him because he's worth being submissive for. Like, she
Right.
knows I have a top prize. Like, he is a real man. He's
Very
going to
true.
take care of me. He's going to take care of my family. He's going to make sure I'm alright, even though she can take care of
do it
herself.
herself.
Fine.
Right.
But when you see them together, I know that's because you don't find niggas like that no more.
And
Saleem, are
he
you
treats her.
submissive?
I'm usually the aggressive one. I'm usually the ball.
I can see that.
I'm usually the one like buying the birthday gifts. I'm usually the one making the trips and like, come on. I'm usually,
No, I
see
can
that.
see you being the manly man in your relationships.
I'm a nigga. Like, really, like,
What kind
like,
of guy? So I know you said you like the guys that was like the kingpin and all of that.
Yeah.
But like relationship wise, what do you look for
I've
real?
dated a lot of Libras and a lot of problems.
Oh God, Libras are crazy.
And a lot of
Crazy.
problems.
They are psycho.
I'm usually like attractive, like brown to darker skin guys. Like, I'm not really into like, you know, I like light skinned girls, but light skinned guys, they too pretentious to me.
Yes, I like.
So you would pick Charlamagne over Envy?
No. Actually, with the
good one.
it depends. Like, if Charlamagne would be quiet,
You know what?
If Charlamagne would be quiet, but my ideal is like a Morris Chestnut or I
Charlamagne swear he
that's
look
someone
like
that
Morris
looks
Chestnut.
like you.
Lance Gross. I think Lance Gross is gorgeous.
I'm sorry, but you're
Idris
naming
Elba?
people that look like you.
Ooh, Idris is everything. Idris.
He is fire.
Gigi.
Jesus Christ.
Is
And
this
I
a joke?
actually,
Is he not saying people that look
Look
just
like
like him?
and I like Takeoff too from Eagles.
All right.
Do you?
Takeoff is like I was stalking Takeoff. I was like in the club like Takeoff. Like
Do it look like he got left off Bad and Bougie?
something about his eyes. You know he got those really big eyes. So I like that. And I like Diddy. I think Diddy's really like a nice looking guy.
I think 50 Cent is handsome.
50, yes.
He look
50.
good, man.
Like, let's be honest. Y'all know the dark skin.
I mean, we cool. Like 50's like family for lip service, right? I'm just saying. I think he's a handsome man.
I love 50, man. 50 is just so real. Like people, they can't.
And in person, he looks
hilarious.
better in person.
I think his personality makes him
yes,
look
I agree.
better.
Now,
But
let me
I
ask you
wouldn't
this.
say
I've heard stories about people who will like have sex with a man who's gay, but then like be mad about it later and not say nothing the whole time, and then like
I've actually had moments where I even like woke up next to a nigga and was like, "Oh my god, this is not right." You know what I mean? Because instinctively, I'm just being honest. Like we all do things, and even as women, if you've ever like done bisexual things, like you ever just had that moment when you felt bad, like, "Oh, why did I like this?" Like
As soon as you come,
like, you just, like,
When I
away
watch
from me, or you be like,
porn
it's
with two women, I'm like, why
It's
am I
the
doing
same
this?
in
thing. You fuck a
particular,
girl.
This is
because I've heard
wrong.
it's
about
the
a
same thing you
guy.
having sex with a girl as with porn.
I've heard about a
feel
guy
disgusted after.
who is
Like,
an
damn,
artist,
this bitch
and
is
he'll
gonna
have
become hard
sex
as shit.
with like other men, but then be mad and like punch him in the face.
Damn.
Have you heard about this, Saleem? I know you've heard about this guy.
I've heard about. Well, I don't know specifically, but I know people that have gotten crazy. Like I know people that like have like snapped out when they realize like what they've done, or they be like, "Oh, you gonna tell my baby mom?" I've had people like, "Oh, you gonna say something, ain't you?" Like they start getting paranoid, and you like, "Bro, chill. I ain't snitching on you."
easy.
But they'll be like, I've actually known, especially with the transsexuals, because it's different with men. So I don't think you guys really understand. Like the transsexual lifestyle is a whole nother thing. Like that girl, what's the girl from the Lee Daniels show?
Sydney Star.
Not
Amaya Scott.
Amaya Scott, and like those girls that look like that, they are in relationships with these men. These men are totally. It's like when they see a man
Sydney
like that
Star
looks
got a
like,
boyfriend now, by the way.
when they see me,
She did post them.
they know I'm a man. So at the end of the day, they know I'm a man. But like when they see these beautiful transsexuals that almost look like women or just as good as a woman, they get confused. They start thinking like I'm really with a bitch, but then she's
She
not
pull
a
that dick
bitch,
out.
and it's like they start going crazy. And they actually have gotten killed. It was a girl
That's crazy.
from Philly named Stacy, a beautiful transsexual. R.I.P. to her. And she was stalked and she was killed by a guy she was dating. And,
Wow.
you know, and he knew she was a transsexual, and he was a street guy, and he strangled her, and it was like really.
It was probably because of what other people were saying.
Yeah.
Or his own issues
his
within.
own-
Yeah, that was his own issue within himself.
Because you know, straight men that are attracted to transsexuals, they get mad at themselves. Like they get angry if they are attracted knowing that's a man. Like straight men will go. I've seen them go off like that's a fucking nigga. Yo, get them the fuck out of here. Because they
But you
get
like
upset
her.
because they got aroused off of it. You know,
Off of that fact.
and they got to work now. Like the transsexuals' asses and titties look shit.
way better than mine.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new transsexuals? These
Yeah.
bitches-
Fire.
Transsexuals.
Fire.
It's like hard to tell sometimes.
These bitches be bad. You be like, God damn, that's a man.
Now, somebody else tweeted me this. Do women really think they're all good in bed just because a guy busts?
Wow.
That's a good. You know what?
Let me give
ladies?
y'all my whole answer.
Something.
Go, G.
Here's my whole answer.
What?
My whole answer is the reason why I will proudly say that I have good pussy is because 9 out of 10 niggas I fuck told me so.
And you just look
So
like
they
you got
ain't
good
lying.
pussy. You look like you got good pussy though.
Yeah, I do.
All right, I'm
I
sure
think
you
G
do.
got good pussy.
But you think
too.
they all lying to me or no?
No.
See, they wouldn't say it.
Because why would they wouldn't say nothing probably?
Right.
It's something.
But
about-
are there guys you have said they had good dick and they didn't?
Yes.
Did I tell a guy
Yeah.
that he had good
No.
dick and he really didn't? Say that again.
Yeah, have you ever done that? Have you ever told a guy?
No.
even
I
somebody
have.
famous, rich and famous.
No.
I have.
If they ever ask me how was it or anything, first of all, guys not about to ask you, well, how was it?
Gigi,
You be
yes.
surprised.
But during if they be like, oh, is it the best? Oh, what's it the biggest? Y'all already know my answer. Yes. You the best.
I was fucking with one dude and he
You
found
know,
out.
like you just don't answer. You just make a noise.
I feel like you know your pussy's good when every guy you've been with is like, oh,
I love that pussy.
he's all crying in the pussy, like
Crying
oh
in the
my
pussy.
God.
Listen, I have a friend that me and this person has been friends since 1999. You know this person too. I'll tell you later who I'm talking about. Me and this person have been friends since 1999. He told me about 2 years ago that he's met 3 men in the city of Philadelphia that told him that I was the best sex that they ever had in their life.
All right, high five, Gigi. That's what I'm fucking talking
why
about.
is he asking them that? That's
Not that they asked. Not that they asked.
came
But it's
out.
her friend. Me and this person is really good friends. So they be like, yo,
You just
Gigi,
look-
yo, that's
you
my
look
homie.
like,
Yo,
but
let me tell you, I love that bitch. She's the best
Have
sex
you
I've
seen Gigi
had.
dance though? Like,
Oh yeah.
on stage, you
we
know
are.
you
I
got
have.
good pussy. I mean, you could. I mean, Angela Yee. Like, a lot of guys. I'm on live, and a lot of people is like, "Tell Yee what's up." She's so fucking hot. And you're Asian. They say Asian women have tighter vaginas.
No, they say
or
that
like
their
this-
vaginas are this
They're
way.
sideways.
That's not true.
No.
So wait, does your vagina go like this, Ange? Like
It goes like this now because I'm half.
oh, so it's slanted, like your eyes.
They say Asian women have like really good vagina.
I am very confident in the abilities of my vagina. Let's just say that. I'm very confident in it. I've never had anybody complain. And yes, listen, guys
they
love
always
me.
come back.
Yes. Every guy that I've ever been with, even after we break up, still to this day will hit me and be like,
Has a guy ever told you that another girl had whack pussy?
I've heard that.
I have.
I have a lot of
no
guys.
guys ever tell me about anybody else's pussy.
No, I've
I've
had
had
a guy
or
or
two tell me about.
I mean, I've had guys that I'm not sleeping with tell me that a girl
Yeah,
that
no,
they
I've had
fucked with
that.
is
Yeah.
whack.
I've had guys tell me
A
that
guy.
girls have stink
Yeah.
pussy.
I've had guys tell me
It
that
doesn't have
too.
to be a guy you slept with, just a
Yeah,
guy.
just
There's-
a random guy,
I'm not
not a
going to
guy.
mention any names, but there's certain girls in this industry, like everybody knows their pussy stinks.
Yeah, definitely.
Everybody.
Like K. Michelle.
I've worked on
Bitch.
I've worked on a set. I'm gonna tell you like this. I've worked on a set with a certain actress. I did the movie Brotherly Love. Jamal Hill. I did the wardrobe, and it was.
I seen that
trying to think
movie.
who's in
That's
that
a Philly
movie,
movie. I know who's in that. Okay.
And it's certain actresses. Is one particular actress. I was her wardrobe person, so I would take the clothes. And
Oh,
it smelled
no.
Like,
Oh, no.
like what do you call it? What do you call it when
Sewage?
it's trash truck juice? What do you call it? Vaginal
Trash
trichinosis.
truck
Vaginal
juice.
trichinosis.
Oh,
my
BV,
And I
bacterial
couldn't-
vaginosis.
And I
The thing
couldn't
is, if your
believe it.
pussy smells, you should know.
No, you're the
hard.
first
Be like,
one.
this, you got-
No
You're
way
the
you
first
don't know
one.
your pussy
Yeah.
stink.
First one to smell.
Listen, if your breath smells, you smell it first. If you
If you
you're
wearing
not-
pad,
I
if you
knew a
wearing a
girl that
pad,
didn't know her breath
hold on.
stunk.
If you wearing
She
a
got used
pad
to
and you
it.
don't have your period, you know something's wrong with your pussy.
Wait,
Right.
what about a pad in the period?
If you wearing pads every day and you ain't got no period,
You wearing a pad to suck up the smell.
then you know.
I've smelled some foul pussies in my lifetime because I'm a guy that's had a lot of girls as friends, so I'm kind of like I know it, and I know when people are on their periods, yeast infections. I've had to go to the. I've actually had a friend that had what do you call it? She had an abortion, and they had like it was some stuff left.
There was an arm left,
Oh
right?
my God.
Arm left, right.
and her shit was like on fire, and we couldn't find out. And we went to the emergency room, and they did an X-ray, and they found out they left some of the baby in her, and she and her.
Look at Gigi's face.
Listen,
Oh, my
she was
Jesus.
taking milk baths. Like we was like over there, like what is? I was trying to.
what's wrong with
We
her.
was trying to fix her pussy.
Something died up in there, literally.
Something died in there.
We was trying to
Poor
fix her
thing.
pussy, and I'm like, bitch, I don't know why. She's like, you smell it still? I'm like, yeah. And her nigga was like sleeping in another room. He wouldn't even sleep in the bed. with her.
Damn.
Like he literally like moved in another room. He was
Nah,
like,
but
that's
she
not
needed
good
to go to emergency
That's right. They went to the
room.
Should have been at the guy.
Gigi knows. Gigi's like one of my best friends. Anytime I got any type of problems, I'm in the doctor. I'm taking care of that shit. Any
But you're
issue, my
supposed
man.
to. That's like as
Like
a woman.
even
like,
it don't even have to be
a
an
real
odor,
problem.
just a funny color. I'm like, oh my god,
Like you're
I'm
ovulating,
dying.
calm down.
Like,
Anything.
would y'all agree? Like men don't go to the doctors.
No,
Never.
no.
They're
Women-
men.
This is how men decide if they have something, if they give you something.
Yeah, they be like,
Motherfuckers.
oh, my girlfriend just came from the doctor. She good, so we good.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers,
Let me
motherfuckers.
fuck this girl raw and make sure I don't got no STD.
Oh my god.
Men,
Like that bitch gonna tell you.
y'all know men is just trifling. Y'all know men are trifling.
Men are
All right, now
surprising.
I want to bring this up. They did a study and they said that women are cheating at a way higher rate now than men. Like men have stabilized, but women up 40% from a few years ago. Now, what they are saying is, they said, one woman said, the fact is, I'm nicer to my husband when I had something special going on that's just for me. She said she was kinder, more patient, less resentful, less of a bitch.
Ooh.
So it's not that they felt like they were going outside for any particular reason other than they just needed
Sexual
to
fulfillment.
release.
It's easier for women to get dick. Like women, it's easier for women to get
I can walk
dick.
outside right now.
Right now.
It should be
And
easier
right in the
for a
hallway.
woman to get dick than a
We
man.
could probably get dick from someone in this room.
I mean, even the
But
most,
men can get dick.
There's two guys in here.
even the most gorgeous women. I mean, you know, the most nice looking man still has to put a little bit of play into it. Like, hey, shorty, what's up? Were you?
I don't think
you
so.
coming home
I
with
think
me?
like a lot of these girls are so loose nowadays. The pussy
Guys
is
don't even
just
need to put work
on
in.
fucking Instagram.
But
just
it's-
like, bitch, come meet me at Fridays.
But
We're
that's
gonna
what
fuck out
It's right across the street.
But you
Right
gotta
across
think,
the
though,
street from the
women always
studio.
want to fuck the poppin' niggas though, so they either going to be an athlete, an artist, a dope boy. Like, you know,
You can act like you're one of
It
those.
gotta be
and get
That's
somebody-
true. People get fooled.
for some money. But a woman literally could just walk down the street and be like, hey, you want to fuck? And it could be guy on the subway. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's
You want to go
That's
to
a
the
fact.
park? You want to go to the park?
Now, Saleem, what about white guys?
White guy. You know what? It is some hot white guys. Like David Beckham is hot, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I'm talking about in real life for you. Have
Dan
you
is
ever,
hot.
I never did know
Yeah,
that.
Dan is good looking.
Dan is
ever
our
been with a white
hot
guy?
white boy.
I went to Barcelona with a good friend of mine named Tony, and
He just stunned it on everybody.
I French kissed this a hot, very nice looking white guy in the bathroom there.
He's from He's Spanish. He's from Barcelona.
Oh my god, those men over there look like Versace models.
Yeah.
I have to be honest, me personally, I don't find any white guys in real life that are
In real life.
fire. Like, you're pretty good looking.
Hey, Dan.
Okay,
But I'm just saying-
Dan.
But I don't see Dan's around. Dan is not around. Dan is not around.
Game of Thrones.
Oh my god,
They're
he's
all
hot.
on television.
He can get it today.
They're
right
all
now.
on television, like Brad Pitts. Where are the Brad
They all
Pitts?
used to be
What's his
regular
name?
people.
Tatum Channing.
Channing
yeah.
Tatum.
Channing
He said it
Tatum.
backwards.
Right.
He used to be a stripper.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're only on TV. Like, I don't find.
You in New York? You don't see the fire white guys?
Because she's
Never.
not looking. She not looking.
I never see no fire white guys.
What about
Ever,
you?
never.
What about
She's
you,
not looking.
Angela?
Cute white guys with a black
I've
dick.
never
It
been
could
with a
be
white
that.
guy.
It could be that.
I've never, ever
We
been
live
with a
in
white guy.
Jersey.
But I've seen some that are attractive. I just never.
You never been with a white guy?
And I went to college.
Dan, do you have a black dick? Because you're. You know how they say.
nationality?
You know how they say the dicks are darker.
Well, I mean,
German, Russian, Polish.
Oh, he's
That's as
white.
white as you
He's
like.
white.
he might be packing something because Russian.
He said German, Russian, and
Oh, you
Polish.
heard about the Polish sausages.
and the Russians.
That's
Yeah.
every white culture. in one.
German, Russian, Polish.
But is your dick black? Oh, okay. Is it
Dan's
big?
not here for that, guys. He's
I just
working.
wanna- he's the only white guy in the room.
Well, Gigi, you haven't talked about your swirling.
Oh, we know I've been swirling. It ain't a secret that I love me some white man.
What about an Asian man? Nobody in here
I've
likes
never
Asian
been
men?
with an
I've never
Asian
been with an
man.
Asian guy.
Nah, but
that's
there's
for
some
sure.
fly Asian guys. Like, they know how to dress.
You know
and
the
all
guy
that.
who played Bruce Lee in the Dragon movie? He
And
was
he's the Jungle
gorgeous.
Book.
Yes, he was
I didn't see
gorgeous.
that. I ain't see that.
I remember
You know
that.
what fucked it
I
up was? The fucking guy from The Hangover.
Oh,
the doctor.
yes.
Fucked it up for everybody,
He's the
man.
doctor.
But
He
did you
fucked it all the way
die?
up.
But
Yeah.
did you die?
Did you die?
He made it like a joke, right?
Right.
Like,
But it is
That's
some
the
nice
kid.
looking Asian guys. Like, what's the? This is an old movie. Do you even know who Russell Wong is?
Yes.
He was in Joy Luck Club.
Uh-huh.
Now he.
Oh,
he's
he's gorgeous. I Joy Luck Club is a
wasn't he,
sad
like, super
movie, man.
goofy and shit?
Have you guys seen the movie Joy Luck Club? It's
Yeah,
a really
remember that
good
back in the
movie.
day?
Yes.
The baby
I read
got
the
drowned
And he
in
was,
his
yes,
scene.
and that guy he's talking about, gorgeous.
Maybe I'm talking about somebody else.
Nah, he was fire. He was
Amy
fire.
said he's short.
Oh,
he's
Asian
Asian
men
men
are
are
short.
short.
And they dick is slanted too.
They
just
not
like
all
the
short.
pussy.
At least they're not gonna beat your walls up.
You could get with
They got
Jeremy
him.
Lin on the Brooklyn Nets.
Nah, he's a nice looking Asian guy.
And
Y'all
Yao
don't
Ming wasn't short.
Nah, Yao Ming was too
Yao Ming was a monster.
too weird.
Yao Ming was too.
Seven foot.
Yeah,
good.
that's too weird looking. Like it.
Now, what about foreign men as far as like like Janet Jackson? You know the.
Oh, with her billionaire
cool.
man.
Yeah, what do you think about
She
that?
said that's cool.
I gotta understand.
billionaire.
Nah, I'm gonna be real.
But he wasn't bad looking either.
I gotta understand your accent. Like if I don't understand you, then I can't fuck with
I
you.
love any kind of accent.
I don't.
I mean, I
my
really,
God.
I was just talking about this with Gigi yesterday because
English
me and
accent.
Gigi, we are together every day. Right,
Our
G?
lives. Every day of our lives. We live like 4
So
minutes
this is a
away
new
from each other.
relationship.
Yes, we're
4 minutes away from
wifey.
each other.
You
Yeah.
walk the dogs at that big house.
Oh no, see, that's not that house.
G and E. How can we put their name together? G and E.
Let me see.
Stephanie.
Giffany.
Tiffany.
Steffi G.
Steffi.
Stephanie. No, so we were just having this conversation, and I hate the English accent. I can't stand
like
it.
any accent.
You don't like the
She
British
loves
accent?
it. Oh my God, I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I hate
any
it.
type of accent. I just like anybody that talks like
The
they
British
from somewhere
accent
else.
is so sexy.
I like Jamaican accents.
I
like Jamaican.
I like
can't understand.
I like that island
I like
accent.
Jamaican
understand.
accents. I like English accents, and I like New Orleans accents.
You got
Oh,
it
I
down
love the
south
New
accent.
Orleans.
I'll take
I love a
that.
New Orleans accent.
I love the New
Gloria's like, you got a
Baby.
Bronx accent.
You gotta be from like the States. I gotta understand. I talked to a guy from London before, and I didn't understand what the fuck that dude was saying.
what about
I was
the-
like, I'm done. Like,
No,
I can't
and
fuck
when
with
you
him.
get the
Love it.
British accent with a little ghetto slang in it, you're like,
Hey.
what?
Bloody. No, I don't know what the
Bloody.
fuck you talking about. Bloody.
I want the bloody pussy.
Your bloody,
I want the
nobody
bloody
wants a
pussy.
bloody
I want
pussy.
your bloody pussy.
For me,
I've heard
that,
about men who like
I can
period,
understand
like
that.
period blood, Angela.
No, no.
They said they like a period blood.
They want to sip your period blood out the tea.
I've actually heard that's a fetish.
for me, the sexiest accent is like New York, Northern Philadelphia accent. I like that.
I'll take
not-
that.
I think it's fire.
It's the Brooklyn accent.
I love the Brooklyn accent. I
Shout
love
out
the
to
Brooklyn accent.
Brooklyn.
I was just having an argument with somebody from Brooklyn the other day. He was like,
Was it Mano?
He was like, no,
We all have
you may know, Angela.
We all
Not
have
that
it.
day. Not that day. But anyway, he was like, I was like, yo, because I was mad, so I was talking to him real ratchet. I was like, yo, you bugging the fuck out. And he was like, yo, are you dumb? I was like,
He was like dead ass.
he was like,
That's
are you
Remy
dumb?
Ma.
I was
That's
like,
Remy Ma's
ooh.
line. Are you
I was
dumb?
like, ooh.
You gotta relax.
But no, I like when they be like BK style, son. Yeah, son. They was mad wildin'. I like that.
Now, all the ladies in here, we like big dicks. What about you, Saleem?
Oh
yeah,
shit,
for sure.
No,
Damn,
Jesus
Gigi.
Christ.
She getting me lit. Can y'all see this?
That's
I mean,
too
it was the
much.
end of the
Listen,
bottle.
she done gave me the whole bottle, but it's
She
okay.
just gave
It's
him
not even mine, and
so
I know
much
it's
Can I take
Hennessy.
some of this? Will somebody?
They
do
not
it?
drinking any.
No, you gotta go.
Shit, all right.
You gotta take that.
I'm not a size
He looking
guy.
for a big
I'm
dick
not-
tonight.
Do you prefer big dicks or do you prefer medium or little?
Because I'm not like I'm okay. I don't really because I got some straight guys watching, listening on my live.
Okay.
I'm not like a big bottom, so I don't really like to get.
You don't like
plowed
to get
through.
fucked.
That does not. I mean, I will if I like the person,
Right.
but I'm like get off me after like 20 minutes.
Right.
So I like an average size, like between
Because you don't want to get your shit toe up.
between 7 to 8.
That's pretty good.
Average.
That's average. I don't like them
That's
real
a little
thick,
more than
like them
average,
real
kind
thick big ones. I don't like the real thick, like when they.
We like thick.
I like it
See, 'cause
thick
your walls
and
open up.
heavy.
Your walls ain't opening.
Jesus Christ, your walls is made to walk open up. Mine.
That's true.
Your walls is
That's
gonna
true.
break.
Nah, I done seen some bitches with like 3 dicks in their ass, so I think I have
See that?
from porn.
What porn is
I
that?
have I was just watching that the other day. I was
Gang
literally
bang.
just watching
Triple
that.
penetration. What do you
Triple P.
think?
Oh God, I was watching that. Oh
You
God.
you gotta look at
y'all
the
are
triple.
made to open, like y'all, you know, and most of y'all have done anal, and you know when you do anal, like you be like, what? Hurry the fuck out!
That's
Nah,
what I'm
that shit
saying.
ain't
That's why I
right.
was asking you because I'm sure like big dicks and anal is not comfortable.
Not at all. It hurts very much, and it's something I have to be drunk, super drunk, and
Well,
then
you on your way, baby.
look, and I have to take an edible. I have to now if I could get if
You gotta
get me
be
on a-
drunk
if
and
you get me
high.
on a weed brownie
I got you.
and some Henny, I
My
might be able
brother
to.
got the best
edible
cookies.
I can go all night. I can do it, but I gotta like. If I don't like the nigga, like it's not happening.
Right. You got.
I have to like the nigga, and it can't be no lame ass.
So you're a top, really, is what you're saying.
I would say I'm a versatile top. A versatile top means I do both, but it can't be no lame nigga. Like I'm not letting no flaming queen. Like it's like Miss Lawrence is not happening.
Right.
Miss
Derek
Lawrence.
J
You
is
gotta
not.
go in on Miss Lawrence.
Derek J is not happening.
Yo, that's my go-to, right? Then you showed
know.
me a picture. I was like, that's Miss J.
That queen on Love and Hip Hop, LA Zell Swag, not happening.
I'm sorry. I cannot stand him.
And he's my friend's ex.
I'm sorry, but just from the show, he's like,
was like
and I
that.
don't know him personally, but it's like he goes over the top every time. And it's like, he's like, yeah, because it's Zell Swag, bitch. I'm like,
What about
Never
Mr.
heard.
Ray?
He is
I messed
really
with Mr.
flaming.
Ray. We
Mr.
dealt with each
Ray.
other.
Oh, you used to mess with him?
We slept together twice.
who's
Okay.
Mr. Ray?
The fat one.
I know him in real life
He
too.
seemed like he
Oh,
was
he
cool
know
with
me.
us.
Yeah, he's
know-
cool with me.
And he was talking about me to Sunday Carter.
What'd he say?
Yes,
He
we
was
love
talking-
Sunday.
Oh,
he was
yeah.
he was talking about our sexual relationship, and she's a trashy whore from Philly. I can't stand her.
Whoa, okay.
I can't stand her. That pussy. Now that is a pussy that got miles on it. That pussy is more ran through than that picture.
I don't know her in person.
Oh, okay.
You know who she is.
Yeah, I know who she
Her
is.
body now. Her body count is the A-list. That's a Hollywood A-list of body count over there.
What would Mr. Ray say about you this
I
Sunday?
don't feel like he's your type.
I don't know. Somebody was at a party and they were talking about me and it got back and all I'm gonna say is like I was kind of like shocked because I thought me and him was okay, and we slept together twice.
Mm-hmm. Was he good?
It was a nice bottom. He was cute. I think Ray's cute.
Okay.
I just feel like what you described as your type and him is like totally different.
But
So how did that happen?
We got to know each other.
Oh, okay.
He cool.
He was hanging out at that time with a group of friends that I had in LA because I run with like the celebrity hairstylists and celebrity like that whole like EJ, like Chris Brown style.
Now EJ seemed cool as hell.
I love him. That's one of he took me to Disney World.
He did.
Aww. That's my
I seen him one
favorite
day. I was
date.
in the airport in Detroit, but I was too intimidated to say hello.
I love him.
Going to Disneyland and
always
Disney
said
World is
that.
my favorite.
I don't never go up to
Anyone.
people. I'm mad shy.
We were going somewhere and Anthony Anderson was like behind us. I'm like, you should go talk.
I
They have
spoke
the
to him.
same
I love Anthony.
agent. And she's like, oh, well, I'm just going to let him go. She ended up speaking to him, but she's like, I'm just going to let him go do it.
Because I don't be wanting to bother people. I just be minding my
But
business.
you, Angela Yee,
That's
about
what
to
I
say
told
that.
her.
You're
I'm like,
Yee.
just go
like
say hi.
you're the Breakfast Club woman. You're the queen.
But I still feel like I don't assume people know who I am. I don't be wanting to just run up on people in the
Just
airport.
think
Everybody knows you, and
Who don't know who Angela Yee is, right? The people, everybody knows you. Like I
just
remember
be
you
minding.
interview SWV and Coco was like, "Damn, girl." Remember you all the
I
old
love
questions?
SWV. I love SWV. I'm not gonna lie.
And they
Sing
were
a
like,
song.
Damn, girl.
Look. Sing weak.
I watched
The first verse. No.
That's my shit. Oh, down. You gotta go downtown. That's the fuck I'm talking about. We gonna have an SWV brunch. God damn it.
Yo.
They got nominated too. Like
For
they get
what?
the Soul Train.
The Soul Train. I've never been to the Soul Train Awards. I was
You just said that.
Are you
I
going?
was just saying Solange got 7 nominations.
I love her.
Girl, Cardi
it in
got
Vegas
nominated like 5 times.
Really?
Where is it this year?
And I don't know where it's at.
I've never been.
I know Cardi gonna win everything.
You love you some Cardi.
Cardi B.
You know what I like about Cardi B? Because Cardi B is just like, I really remember I used to follow her on Instagram. And I remember when her teeth was fucked up and they used to be deleting her page. And I used to be like, who is this ratchet ass girl? And then she got on Love and Hip Hop and like, this bitch was with J-Lo last night. Like Cardi B got one song and got a fucking Sony publishing deal. They said it's like $5 million. I'm like,
But let's be clear. Before that one song, she had other songs too.
Yeah,
And a
but
couple
that one
mixtapes.
song-
Like one
It's not her
big
first song.
It's
Yeah.
not her debut song.
I
but
think he
it's
just
the
means
song
by
that
like
did the
one
bu-
big
It's just,
song.
I've just never
That's a
seen-
number 1 song though.
I've never seen anything like that. Like, when somebody got famous that fast. Have y'all seen anything like that?
I've seen people have one.
happens a lot.
I will say I have seen people have one big song and then go away. But
nigga.
I don't think she's gonna go away.
I don't think she's gonna go away either, but that happens all the time. People have that one hit.
I'm gonna
and
tell you what people's
Young
problem
and
is.
Yeah.
People have one big song and then they just go and they do shows off of that one song and they
Keep it
don't be
shine.
thinking about what's next. Like they don't be working hard in the studio.
but I
And
think
I think people get big heads too quickly. I think people get one big song, be feeling themselves,
Me
making
too.
all that money real quick, and then not thinking about long term.
But she from the Bronx. I like to think she'll had a Bentley parked outside with the ghetto family. Like, not the family
like
ghetto.
that.
But they in the projects. Her birthday party was like in a project apartment. She didn't rent out Mr. Childs or like some fabulous place. She was right there with her family.
She keep it 100.
And Offset got plans for her too. Like I really think that her, Cardi and the Migos are the next wave. Honestly, I think like 2018 is going to be about
The
Cardi
Migos
and
been the wave
been
though.
away, right?
But
Yeah, Migos. I've been
Versace,
listening to Migos since before they had the deal and everything. I love the
it's gonna be like a
Migos.
little dynasty thing. I feel like they're gonna make. I feel like Offset. Of course, I think he's gonna push her in there.
I don't think Cardi's gonna go
Back
away
when I still
either.
lived
I
in
like that
Atlanta.
new song she put out.
Back when I still
Fuck
lived
with
in
me
Atlanta
and
in
get some money.
2013.
I like that song.
Easy sound. She sound good on Fresh's song too.
Yeah.
I like when she said, "Fuck them, then I get some money." I
Yeah,
said, "Let's get some money."
That's G.
And she's a Latino woman that's a female rapper. I think that's different. We haven't had that. Like we've had J-Lo and stuff.
But she wasn't a rapper.
Yeah, and I'm tired of Nicki. Fuck Nicki.
Yeah, J-Lo is
I
different.
don't like. I'm
You
a
said
little
you
Kim
like
fan.
Sagittarius.
I hate Nicki Minaj.
Why do you hate her?
Because she dissed Little Kim and she shitted on her very badly and she never gave her credit. And I'm a huge Little Kim fan and I feel like she's like beef with Remy. I just feel like Nicki is not a girl's woman. I feel like she's not a girl's girl. She's for herself. Like you'll never see a ladies' night with Nicki. You'll never see her working with a female rapper.
Yeah, and every time you see her in a picture, like, oh, I'm here with a bunch of bad bitches. It's just a random group of girls that she picked out in fucking New York that are the wackest bitches in New York.
The day Cardi goes #1, she puts up, Rack It Up with is number 8 on Billboard.
It's called
Rake It Up. And I'm like, bitch, can you let this girl have her moment? Bitch, can you sit your fucking...
You've had moments for 12 years. Let this girl...
I heard these record labels trying to make another
that, she was ignorant. I've met her when she was dating Meek Mills and she was in Philly and she came to our boutique and she was horrible. Like she wanted all of our employees to leave the store. Her and Meek came up with a fleet of Range Rovers and they're like, oh, Nicki needs the store cleared. And so it was like 8 shoppers. So we put them out and it's like me, my business partner, and like 4 employees. And we even sent 2 of them out. We like, well, who do they want to leave? Because it's only us left. We're not leaving our store for her.
Right.
And they're like, oh, Nicki don't want to come out until the store is cleared. And I was just like, you know what?
Oh no, but I've worked around Nicki and everything she does is closed set.
Yep.
Every single thing she does.
When we did the I Love Them Strippers video, the 2 video,
closed set.
She kicked everybody out of the club. Like if you wasn't in the scene or one of the stylists helping with the scene,
that video, Big Sean's video.
Do you think maybe she has a reason for that though?
What?
She's just a bitch.
Yeah, I think
for the Big Sean video, you know, she had them shorts on and all of that.
It was 6 o'clock in the morning, and we was at it's now V Live Atlanta, but it was y'all know the old Body Tap, whatever it was at the time, and like we had been at this video shoot since noon, and here it is 6 a.m. and you want everybody that's been here all day to leave?
Yeah,
no, that's
wardrobe stylist and everything.
For the ass video, the Big Sean video, she kicked everybody off set.
You think that's could be like her team need to kind of be like, listen, you got to somebody got to be like, you got to chill.
Yeah, no, but she don't play. She don't. Her should be off. Her should be closed set for everything.
He said there's no team.
Safari was there holding her bag.
Safari.
He was.
Safari
was holding her bag.
I think Meek had a leash on her though. Like when she was in Philly, like they would be at the hood spot. She was submissive with him. I think. Like I saw, she really was. Their relationship was real, I would say.
I think their relationship was real.
She was submissive with him. She's just a bitch.
She was his dream
She's
girl.
an insecure woman.
She's a Sagittarius, man.
She was his dream girl.
It's a hard business though for a woman.
I know, yeah, but she. I understand.
I don't know that level of notoriety that she has to know what that feels like.
Right.
But you don't see like Lil' Kim embraces people. Remy Ma embraces people. You see Queen Latifah embracing people.
I love me some Queen Latifah.
It's like Eve. Like we from Philly.
But then you've heard stories about a lot of women in the business, I'm sure.
Yes.
People were complaining about Lauryn Hill. I love Lauryn Hill.
She was crazy. Not hating on the women.
But she's huge to me.
Yeah,
Lauryn Hill's like bigger than life.
She's like my favorite. Anything.
Yeah, she's my favorite. I think her and Missy are my favorite rappers. My favorite females.
I waited an hour and a half.
Everything has to be all white.
Look at Mariah. It's just probably, I think.
And she needs to retire that ass.
Oh no, see that's different now. Mariah's different. But Lauryn Hill, I waited an hour and a half to see Lauryn Hill perform, and it was motherfucking worth every minute.
I will wait 3 days for Lauryn Hill.
She was amazing.
She's a queen.
I love her.
Lauryn's a queen.
I'm not saying that that's okay, but I waited and it was great.
But you waited and it was worth it.
Like Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, those are like real.
Yes,
they're like the truth. Like they're like organic, real.
Right.
But when you have a Nicki Minaj, she's just an egotistical maniac. I don't trust her.
She do got a lot of ego, but I love Nicki.
Saleem, I know we've been talking and yapping away, and it's time for us to end. But listen, let's plug this book, this movie. When is the movie going to be out so that we can see it?
The movie is coming out in December, and the book, this is the book right here, is Fatally Flawless.
Flawless.
Everybody's watching.
I cannot wait to read this.
Are you a reader, Angela?
I have a book club.
Oh, yes.
Saleem, let's be clear. I have a book club. I was an English major. I done read.
Listen, I want to be Anne Rice. Like, you ever read any of her books? Interview with the Vampire?
Yes.
That's my favorite writer.
Okay.
So when you read this, this is not that hood book shit.
I cannot wait to read it. We're gonna have you come to the book club.
It's not like a coldest winter ever.
It's deeper. It's deeper than that. This
Gigi,
is.
I'll make sure I get mine.
When you guys read this, I'm gonna say this. It's a literary experience because it's a love story. It's a hood story. I'm talking about the fashion, the trends, the money, the music. But it's just about 3 girls that fell in love.
So this is like coldest winter ever on crack, like the way better version.
It's like 3 girls.
That was a great book, though. I
love that book.
And it's 22 chapters. This is for you, Angela.
Thank you.
Because L'Oreal, I'm gonna mail you a book.
It's okay. That's fine.
I'll let her read mine.
We'll
too.
share.
We'll share it because I'm gonna read that shit this weekend. I gotta go to Louisville, Kentucky, and then I gotta go to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh yeah, that's too boring. That shit.
And
You
the
don't
book
have a lot of time to read.
And the book is available on Barnes and Nobles. It's available on Target, and it's also available on Amazon. And shout out to my publisher. They're from New York, the TNG firm. They're right here in New York.
Yeah.
And they worked with Hazel E. They did the book.
Hazel E was saying some crazy stuff on social media.
Hazel E's crazy. I know her for real. Her and EJ was best friends, and they used to live in my friend's apartment. But I knew her before the surgery. She was a nice girl.
She used to live with Melissa Ford too.
And they did Tiara Marie's book, and what's the one from B2K? What's the boy from B2K? Fizz. They published his book, and I worked hard on this for 10 years. The movie's coming out early December, and I would love if you girls would come to Philly. Like, I'll send a car service. If I send y'all car service, will y'all come?
Oh, you know we coming.
For sure.
You don't even need to send us a car service. We'll drive.
But no,
we love a road trip.
But I got the street guys. They gonna pay for it.
We love
okay.
We
Maybe
love
you should hit me up with one of the street guys.
I was gonna say we love a road trip.
Oh wow, Angela, what page are you on? Read a page before we.
We need to go.
I'm looking. I just seen some crazy shit just now.
Just read one page.
Buttercup slides on stage like a slithering snake on all fours, slowing, pumping her round ass to the beat. The men's cheers were deafening. A flood of dollar bills showered her. Buttercup stands to her feet, grabbing a folding chair. She straddles it, flapping her juicy ass in the air.
Damn.
She rides the chair as if it's a man, slowly unzipping her red bodysuit, teasing the horny group with every small gesture. She turns and twists her tiny waist, revealing her full breast while licking her lips. She faces her audience of slaves. They worship her. Buttercup was their private dancer, their ultimate love fantasy. And all her bare flesh, she slowly lets her bodysuit hit the floor. Now totally nude, she faces the men and closes her eyes as if she's having an orgasm. As she begins massaging her clit, moving her fingers in and out of her vagina. This drove the men even crazier. They pressed close against the stage.
How did you find that
Gigi?
page?
Right.
How did you find that?
Woo!
I'm talking about. She's like at the end of the book. Like, how did you what? You read this already, Angela. You
Grabs a gun from Nadia's
cheated.
hand, pointed at Nafis, who was back on his feet, nose bloody and swollen, and you talking about penetrating her pussy.
Well, damn, I'm sorry. Look, you want to hear my next page? He begins deeply French kissing her, engulfing her mouth in the process. Manny is the first man since Rel's death whom she feels completely connected.
Now we know that who died.
Mentally and sexually. Manny is a skilled lover, not at all lazy, putting the requisite work in like the bedroom represents his 9 to 5. He places Takia's legs over his shoulder, slowly entering her. The pain of his thickness expands her walls and rips through her body. But her fulfillment quickly overtakes. Manny's toned body easily melts into her caramel skin. Their sweat and natural juices intertwine as if made for each other.
Now I'm horny.
He pins her arms tightly over her head as he does laps swimming in her pussy. She oozes with wetness, running down her thighs.
Angela, why did you
wait
find that?
That's so random.
That was random.
I thought a nigga was in here too.
Where's Aaron?
Hi, Miss D.
Hi, we're gonna see you tomorrow morning.
We need you next.
You tomorrow morning. I thought Mano was in here right now.
He left already.
But man, we happy to see you though, Reggie.
We need you too. We need you on this couch.
I just came from doing some shit upstairs, so that's nothing.
Perfect. We have to.
Redman, my man.
Dan. Right. We need him on there.
I'm up there with y'all beautiful ladies.
Let's do
Oh
it.
shit, Reggie Noble in the building. Jersey.
Good night, y'all.
He just busted in.
That was crazy.
We was all like, ah!
Red man busting your interview.
Like, that's Red Man. Like,
That was lit. I'll be there.
Red man just interrupted our interview.
Muddy Waters.
I had to really think of Zayn, like get into the sex.
I love
Zayn. So I really had to go.
Oh,
there.
I love Zayn.
That
so
writing
much,
is
too.
really great.
Amazing.
It's really
Like,
great.
everybody got wet.
It puts
You know
yeah.
how many people listening? How many guys just got hard just now listening to
Listening
that?
to you read that.
I mean, Angela Yee reading, like, I mean, you was going in, and that's the end of the book, and that's the sex.
Gigi was grinding on the goddamn
She
chair.
done told us who died and shit.
Oh, look, and you talk about Heather Hunter.
Fucked it up.
Heather, let me tell you how exciting this is. Heather Hunter just DM'd me on Instagram. Because you know she's a photographer now.
I didn't know that.
And she live in Brooklyn, so she want to do a photo shoot. She should do our lip service photo shoot. Heather Hunter.
Wait,
that would be hot.
That's legendary.
Wait, do you have to get naked in a photo shoot?
No,
She wanted you
it's just a photo. She does regular photo shoots.
And she still looks good, too.
Heather
She looks
Hunter,
incredible. I love me some
Jenny
Heather
Jackney.
Hunter.
Did you ever read, watch
I read her book.
Or did you ever watch any of her pornos?
Did I?
Oh, they're so hot. She was hot for that.
Heather Hunter, Janet Jackney, take it in the butt.
Oh my God. Before we go, I just want to ask y'all one question.
Yes.
How do y'all feel? Because it's something I'm really sick of, and I just want to address it. I'm sick of that whole vixen culture. I'm sick of the Kardashians. I'm sick of Black China.
Yeah.
I'm sick of Amber Rose. I'm just sick of these.
So you're not doing the slut walk?
I'm just sick of these whores that don't have any talent. Like Cardi actually has talent, and they would put her in that category. But I'm just sick of like Black China suing Rob Kardashian because they don't want to do the show. Like, bitch,
The
you
ratings
just
were
got
low.
paid. Like, sit down, sit your dumb ass down, China. I'm sick of her, Tokyo Tony. I want all of them to go away. I'm sick of Kylie Jenner. I'm sick of of Kim. I just think
They're all pregnant.
And then
There you go. That's right.
They're all pregnant.
I'm sick of Jocelyn Hernandez. I'm sick of
She was just on lip service.
I love Josh.
I like her, but I'm just sick of. Hoes just winning and just using
Hoes be winning.
Hoes be winning, baby.
I just
We gotta
the
bring that
Kardashian
back.
culture. I just want them to go away. I think the Kardashians need to retire. I'm just sick.
But you know what? They just got too many fans. Kylie put out her lip kit, her makeup line, or whatever. People is on it. Like, what can you do?
yeah,
I love the fact though that Rihanna put out her Fenty makeup line,
Yes,
Fenty Beauty,
Rihanna.
and that shit was fucking popping.
Oh, I got some of
love
it.
that.
It's amazing.
I heard
The
that.
highlights.
Is it really good?
Yeah, no,
I had the lip gloss.
Nice.
I had
I'm
the
just
lip
saying,
gloss. I
I
had the
love
black powder.
the fact that Rihanna shit is popping.
and she's loose, but she's like a businesswoman.
Oh, I love
Yeah,
her.
but I just wish Rihanna would put her tits away because all these girls are out rocking in their nipples and they're not
I don't feel
Rihanna.
like she's been on that no more.
But you know what it is?
She started it.
Just came
I mean,
out.
but every time
That
I
was
see her,
yesterday.
she
She
got
look
on
good
a
in the
hoodie
video,
and
though.
she be chilling.
Yeah, go look at the
I
Wild
haven't
Thoughts
seen
You know
video,
what? It
bro,
be on
man.
some model shit though too. I feel like with
look good.
Rihanna.
I just wish that girls would
I want
realize,
everybody
hey,
to stop
you
being
don't
naked.
got Rihanna's money or body or tits, so please just wear a bra.
Yeah, so but if she
I'm
wants
gonna keep
to
wearing my
her
hoodie.
Wear some
titties out in a
pasties.
video, that doesn't mean walk down the street.
I
am
agree.
with your
sick.
fucking titties
No, but
out,
that's
right?
these
I am
girls,
sick of
yo.
all of these quote unquote regular girls walking around
I'm
naked.
tired of guys
Right,
with
and
big
I think
titties.
my-
Everybody titties. Everybody
for the
titties.
record-
sheers, clothes,
Right.
and bras. Like,
And just
I'm
for
sick
the
of girls
record-
wearing bras as shirts. I'm
Yes,
sick
I'm
of
sick
girls
of it.
wearing
That's like
sheer
Sick
ass
of it.
clothes and sheer ass.
Sick of it.
I'm sick of girls
Sick of it.
dressing like strippers.
Sick of it. Sick of
I
it.
just want
Like,
whole
put some
culture
fucking
to
clothes
just
on.
No, but my
retire.
thing is, like, listen, I just want to say for the record, my breasts are pretty. I like the color of my nipples. They're nice, but I still don't want to wear them so every publicly person can see them.
No, you look like a
And I'm-
better looking Kim Bella. You look like Kim Bella, like how she used to look.
Oh, shout out to Kim Bella Bendita.
She's pretty, but like you look like her
I feel
first
bad.
season Love and Hip Hop. Like y'all look like a-
Silly, we gotta get out of here. You got us all
I know
fucked up.
I'm done, y'all. But I just want to say
She's
I
getting
want
us all fucked up.
I'm like,
I want whole culture to
we don't have
retire.
no friends.
Because the best bitch, you know, the best bitch that did it to me. I love Drea. I think Drea really retired
Yes,
her hoism.
Drea.
Drea got
She
that
said it
man.
on the Breakfast Club.
But
I
like,
love Drea.
because she's from the city, and you know
She
we
from
know
Philly.
her.
She from Renton, but
Oh, Reading. Okay.
We know her from Delilah's, and you know Amber Rose is from Delilah's. Like Delilah's,
Delilah's was the first club I ever worked at too.
and that was a legendary strip club. Like all
I
the
heard of it.
major hoes came from Philly.
Y'all tried to get me into some shit.
Shout out
with
to all the
Drea.
major hoes.
But I just like the way she, you know, she worked her hoism into being a respectable
Right.
businesswoman. And I think like the Kardashians, Black China, Amber Rose, I'm sick of them. And I know Amber personally, but it's like, bitch, sit down. China, sit down. And I want to leave it on that. Y'all bitches need to sit
That was
down.
Saleem.
Y'all bitches sit
The
down.
views represented by Saleem is not
I think
necessarily
Black China.
views of lip service.
Sit down, China. Sit.
I think Black China's cool, man. But
All right,
it's
let's get
just-
out of
it's
here.
a lot.
We're done. We are done, y'all. Woo!